What's up, guys? My name is Tariq Pijning, and I'm a saxophone player and a music producer from Amsterdam. You guys might know me as the saxophone player for artists like Sam Veld, from my own music, like the remix I did for Kygo about a year ago, or simply from my social media on which I'm posting videos of me making music, playing the saxophone, playing my own music. Yeah, normally I don't really make videos like this, but today is kind of a special occasion because I got a package delivery from Antigua Winds. And Antigua is a saxophone brand based in San Antonio, Texas. Really short backstory, I've been wanting to buy a tenor saxophone for quite some years, and I've actually started saving up some money to buy one. But then, unfortunately, COVID happened and I had to put off my plans, use my savings for different purposes, obviously. But yeah, a few weeks ago, I got in touch with the amazing people at Antigua and I was introduced to their saxophones. And right now, I'm really happy to announce that I finally got a tenor saxophone and it just came in. Honestly, I'm just really excited to unpack it and see what it looks like, and more importantly, see how it plays. So let's go. Okay, so normally you guys know me from playing the alto saxophone, but over the years I've also tried a few tenor saxophones, and as I already mentioned, I just really wanted one. In the first place, to expand my possibilities as a saxophone player, both in the studio and on stage. But also because it's just a really cool instrument and it looks amazing and it sounds cool. Now this is the Antigua ProOne Tenor saxophone in vintage black, which in my opinion looks amazing. And it's a really special one because it's designed by Peter Ponzol, who is known for the Ponzol mouthpieces. And the saxophone has quite a few unique traits actually. First off, the brass mixture of this saxophone is slightly different compared to like the usual modern saxophone. And for this, Antigua took a look at the old French saxophones from the 50s, like the Selmer Mark VI. And because the mixture is slightly different, this actually results in a better sound and more resonance, which is amazing. Now, a huge problem I think every saxophone player copes with is the sticky G-sharp pad. Now, Antigua came up with a mechanism they put on top of the G-sharp. So when you press the key, it actually forces the pad to open, which is a lifesaver really. Now another unique trait of this saxophone is the brand new neck, and Antigua and Peter Ponzol actually redesigned the neck and changed the angle in such a way that it kind of forces you to open up your windpipe more when playing, and this results in a much more opener sound. Now that's not the only thing they did to improve the sound, because this saxophone also have so-called hybrid rolled tone holes, and usually when you put rolled tone holes throughout the whole saxophone, the problem often is that the sound tends to spread too much. So Antigua found the perfect places to put those rolled tone holes on the saxophone, and they've actually only put it on the bottom, and this gives you the advantage of the spreading of the sound from the rolled tone holes. It makes the low notes play way easier, but you still have the clarity and the directness of the regular tone holes. And overall, this makes that it's just really easy to go up and down the horn and play with the same resistance. So when you're taking a look at the bottom of the saxophone, you'll notice they've put these trident arms on top of the bottom pads. And the reason for this is that usually the low notes are quite hard to play, because you're controlling them with your pink, and that is one of your weakest fingers. So if you're not applying enough pressure on the pads, they usually tend to flutter open a bit. Now with the trident arms, the pressure is more evenly distributed over the pads. So when you apply pressure, they stay closed and don't flutter open that much. Okay, so all these features really sound promising, but of course you never know how good they are unless you try it. So let's do what I do best and make a song with it. Okay, so I'm actually really surprised by how the saxophone plays, and I'm also really excited because um, it doesn't happen that often that you pick up a saxophone and you start playing it, and it kind of immediately does what you want and sounds like what you have in your mind. And for me, this was the case with the saxophone, and I still have to get comfortable or more comfortable on this saxophone. And that takes time, but even though I still have to get comfortable, it already plays amazing. Um, Now, for the saxophone players watching this, you might have noticed that the tip opening of the mouthpiece is a bit too small for my taste. And for those who don't know what this basically means that the gap between the mouthpiece and the reed, the wooden thing, is a bit too small. And it's like blowing on a straw that's really small. And it gives you the feeling that you have a lot of air inside, but you can't get it out. And that's personal taste, and I'm used to a bigger tip opening, so I'm starting a new search for a good mouthpiece for this saxophone. So in the next weeks or months, I'm going to look for a good mouthpiece that suits this saxophone, and I think every saxophone player can agree that this is going to be a never-ending search, because there are just so many choices. But anyways, I'm gonna take you with me on this journey, and I'm gonna share about this on my social media. But even though I just used the stock mouthpiece that came with it, it already plays amazing, and it can only get better than this. So I'm just really excited to start this journey and take you guys with me. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.